Fishermen in northeastern Elan recently found a huge surprise in their net.
From fishermen finding themselves face to face with giant sharks to deep sea creatures paying a surprise visit. These fishing encounters are terrifying.
Big tuna, oh my gosh.
So tag along to witness the bizarre moments that, if not captured, would be hard to believe.
Oh my gosh, bro. Drag off. Yep, drags off.
A fisherman experienced the luck of a lifetime when he reeled in something he might never catch again in his entire career. As he struggled to pull in his heavy catch, he quickly realized it was more than just a big fish. It was a Goliath grouper. Well, the big deal was that these massive fish are among the largest bony fish in the world, with some weighing over 360 kilograms. This incredible catch was undoubtedly the best of his entire life. A story he'll remember forever.
The big one. That's the one you want, Sam.
Giant bluefin.
That bluefin tuna. Oh my gosh! What a monster!
Fishermen were all out there hoping to get the regular catch in the rod. Well, nature had some different plans for them this time. There it was, a giant fish. Well, it was an extremely rare moment, and this one was huge. Very huge. Bluefin tunas are one of the largest bony fish in the ocean, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet and weighing more than 1,500 pounds. How lucky they were. It was a once-in-a-million fish. A catch they might never be able to do again.
Because of the size of that bluefin tuna! Are you kidding?
Shark takeover.
Hey, let go!
While fishing, it's usual for other sea animals to snatch your catch before you can reel it in. That's exactly what happened here, when the fishermen had nearly caught a large fish, but just as they were about to pull it aboard, a massive great white shark appeared out of nowhere. In a flash, it grabbed the fish and swam off, leaving the fishermen stunned. This close encounter was a clear reminder. If you enter the shark's territory, it won't hesitate to take what it wants. Nature's power is real, and the ocean's predators rule these waters. Giant catch.
250. Look at the size of these spines. Oh my god.
Fishing is enjoyable, but it becomes even better when you land on something rare and giant. As in this case when some fishermen experienced it in the ocean when they caught a massive Warsaw grouper. And if you don't know, Warsaw groupers are large predatory fish found in the western Atlantic Ocean. They are known for their size, reaching up to 8 feet in length and weighing over 200 kilograms. Considered one of the most vulnerable species by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. And this might be one of the last times we see such a giant as this fisherman would have taken it with him, as he was well aware of its availability down there.
Dude, this fish is so big we can't pick him up. 4 grown men cannot pick this fish up.
Majestic tarpon. A fisherman while fishing noticed a fish swimming near his boat. At first, it appeared to be a normal one, but as it came much closer, he realized it wasn't just any fish. It was a tarpon, with its shiny silver body and big scales. Known for their spectacular jumps of the water, tarpons are an unforgettable sight. Instead of keeping it, the fisherman had let it go, perhaps knowing how important these majestic species are to the balance of the ocean's ecosystem. Scary encounter. It seemed like the fishermen had shifted their interest from catching prey to chasing scary monsters. As you see here, fishermen captured a fish, but when it came out of the water, it turned out to be a shark. It seemed normal at first, but then they realized it was a mako shark, known as one of the most aggressive and strongest sharks in the ocean. Even though it had been on the ship for a while, the mako shark's strength and intensity were clear, reminding them of the raw power that lies within it. Goblin shark.
Fishermen in northeastern Elan recently found a huge surprise in their net. a rare goblin shark.
You've probably seen your share of unusual fish, but trust me, this one was on a whole new level. While fishing in the ocean near Taiwan, some fishermen caught what they called the most unique sea creature they had ever encountered. Curious about what it was? It turned out to be a goblin shark, a rare and mysterious species rarely seen in the ocean. This was the first time such a shark had been caught in Taiwan. Realizing its importance, the fishermen decided not to sell it, but instead donated it to a museum for everyone to admire. Clever escape. Fishermen are used to seeing smart moves from marine animals, but this was surprisingly new. While they were fishing, they noticed an octopus caught in their rope. Curious, they tried to get closer with a stick to catch it, but the octopus quickly realized what they were up to with a surprising move. It jumped back into the water and escaped. They thought they had the upper hand, but the octopus outsmarted them. This clever move showed that no matter how much we try to be smart, marine animals like this octopus can outthink us. Mysterious catch. Fish are beautiful, but some can look truly terrifying, as this fisherman recently caught a fish resembling a deep-sea marine animal called the grenadier, or rat-tail fish. These fish live in the dark depths of the ocean. They usually swim between 200 and 2,000 meters below the surface. Sunlight never reaches these depths. They thrive in cold, high-pressure waters. Their large eyes help them see in the darkness. Their long tails help them move along the ocean floor. They're usually caught by deep-sea fishing ships and remind us of strange marine life that lived far from human sight. Fierce creature. Have you ever seen a fish you wouldn't want to catch? This might be the one. It was said to be a wolf fish. They are known for their strong jaws and sharp teeth, used to hunt various prey in the cold, deep waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. What makes this one rare is its gummy teeth, something not every wolffish has. Wolffish can live at depths of over 200 meters and are known for their strong body and distinctive spotted skin. It reminds us of the harsh marine life living in the ocean's depths. Big eye fish. It's true that the ocean is home to many rare fish, and it was proved when a fisherman caught a fish, had a large black eye and an odd shape. It was a rat-tail fish, found in the waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. These fish crush the shells of mollusks and crustaceans, which make up their primary prey. This shows how nature is well organized, using even the most frightened predators to maintain balance in the ecosystem. Sea mystery. You've probably heard stories about monsters living in the ocean. After this, you might start to believe it. A video recently surfaced from the Mariana Trench, in which there were strange skeletal remains or a mysterious underwater structure. The dark blue water and lighting was scary. It felt like a scene from a deep-sea documentary. The structure looked like a giant animal skull. It could have been inspired by prehistoric sea creatures or even fictional monsters. Its sharp teeth and enormous size reminded people of ancient species like Megalodon or Pliosaur. The Mariana Trench has always been linked to mysterious monster tales. Now, we might finally have some proof. Dolphin fish.
You got all the greens and blues and yellows. This is what people dream of catching.
Fishing always brings surprises. You never know what you'll pull up. That's exactly what happened to a fisherman expecting his usual catch. He did reel in a fish, but this one was unlike the rest. As he looked closer, he realized it was a dolphin fish. These fish are admired not only for their size, but also for their striking colors, shimmering in shades of blue, green, and gold. Basically their beauty, which you can clearly see. You should try fishing. You might catch one like that.
It's gotta be 25 pounds.
Yo, hold him the other way. It looks way sicker. Yeah, straight up and down.
Giant squid. A video captured by divers off Japan's west coast revealed an unexpected sea discovery. This time it wasn't a fish, it was a squid, but with a 2.5-meter giant in size, with its pale white body and long, flowing tentacles. The squid swam gracefully through the waters. while giant squid are known to inhabit the waters around Japan and occasionally wash ashore. Seeing one alive in its natural habitat is a rare and breathtaking sight. This incredible footage reminds us of the unknown that still lies under the surface, highlighting the importance of preserving these fascinating creatures and their ocean home. Rare ribbonfish. You may have seen strange fish before, but nothing like this one. Fishermen were out fishing when they caught a fish that looked like a snake. It had a long, shiny, and almost transparent body. At first, they didn't know what it was, but then they realized it was a ribbonfish. These fish are unique with their ribbon-like bodies and smooth skin. Even though they can grow quite big, they aren't a threat to humans. Knowing how rare ribbonfish are, the fishermen decided to let it go back into the ocean. It's always good to see people showing care and respect for such amazing species of the sea. Giant catch.
Big tuna, oh my gosh.
While fishing, fishermen were expected to catch fish, not sea monsters. But at Tropic Star Fishing Lodge in Panama, they captured giant yellowfin tuna. The ocean was alive with these giants, known for its streamlined body, striking yellow fins, and incredible speed. The yellowfin tuna lives in warm, tropical, and subtropical waters around the world. It's one of the ocean's fastest and most powerful swimmers. With its sleek body and vibrant yellow fins, this deep-sea marvel challenges fishermen and showcases the unmatched beauty and strength of the ocean. Catching such a monster is a rare achievement for fishermen, making this one an extraordinary experience.
Oh, that's a big fish in the box right there. That's called box is full. Big tuna. Hey, let's go find another one. How's that sound?
Unlikely catch.
Oh, it's a giant, dude. Holy moly.
What is it?
Sharks have caused trouble for humans, but sometimes the case is different, and here is why. When the 8-year-old boy was fishing, he caught a bull shark, not a normal one, known for their stocky bodies and wide mouths. Well, this one lives in both saltwater and freshwater. The shark was strong, with sharp teeth visible as it kept its mouth slightly open. Despite its power, the young boy didn't back down. After a brief struggle, he released the shark, which swam away into the water. It was a day the young angler would never forget.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
Oh my.
Giant marlin.
130-pound line, which is 60-kilo line, and it's the biggest gear you can fish with.
In Australia, it's usual to see large fish on the coast, but a fish weighing hundreds of kilograms is something special. Well, this happened when a massive fish was caught near Fraser Island. You might think how massive it was. It was around 650 kilograms and much bigger than a kid. And it was a black marlin. This amazed both locals and experts, showcasing the incredible size and strength of these creatures, which can reach the world in just a few decades. And it seemed like they wouldn't sell it. Instead, they would put it in the museum. It was a sight rarely seen, one that happens once in a lifetime.
It's a poisonous fish to eat at this size. They're full of mercury, so you wouldn't want to feed it to anyone.
Massive haul.
Oh my gosh, dude. That thing is massive.
Off the coast of Massachusetts, a fishing crew set out for regular schools of fish and ended up with an unforgettable catch. Following strict regulations, they only kept fish over 73 inches long. They thought it might be a usual fish, but what they caught was a record-breaking bluefin tuna weighing over 800 pounds and measuring nearly 10 feet in length, which seemed nearly impossible as tuna's average size is 4 feet. It was an incredible sight and the largest tuna the crew had ever seen. Well, they knew its worth in the market as they instantly started preparing it to sell. The catch of the massive 10-foot bluefin tuna became an unforgettable milestone for the fishermen.
We bled it 3 minutes ago and it's still gushing blood. It's amazing how much blood is in these animals, these big pelagic fish.
Shark release. You've probably seen fishermen catch fish, but have you ever seen them release one? It's not what you see every day, right? Well, that's exactly what happened here. While fishing, some fishermen caught a shark, but instead of keeping it, they let it go back into the water. It's home. Now you're probably thinking, what kind of shark was it? Well, it was a polar shark, one of the rarest sharks in the world. What's even more amazing is that these sharks can live up to 100 years. The fishermen made a great choice by releasing it. Thanks to their decision, the next generation might get to see this incredible fish too. It's a decision that helped protect something rare and beautiful. Jellyfish encounter. A fisherman, instead of catching fish, caught a slimy figure with large tentacles. And it wasn't just any sea habitant, it was giant in size. And how giant? Well, much bigger than a human. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a jellyfish, but not a usual one. It was a lion's mane jellyfish, rarely seen, because it usually lives in the deep ocean, not near the surface. The jellyfish's behavior toward humans can be harsh, so it's best to stay away from it, whether you're a fisherman or a tourist. Or fish catch. You've seen fishing rods pulling up fish, but have you ever seen a crane do the job? In Chile, at a bustling port, fishermen had to use a crane because their catch was unbelievably long. It turned out to be an oarfish, a creature rarely seen by humans. These deep-sea habitats live far below the ocean's surface, and when they appear near the top, it's often due to illness or changes in their environment. For most fishermen, catching an oarfish is nearly impossible, making this a truly remarkable sight. Rare catch. While fishing in the ocean, fishermen caught a fish they weren't expecting, weighing around 80 kilos. It had an insane shape, resembling a stingray. But it wasn't a stingray. It was a manta ray, one of the rarest fish in the sea. You know what? Despite their size, they are vulnerable to threats like overfishing. Well, these fishermen did the same to a manta ray and captured it in the box. These moments remind us how important it is to protect such rare, majestic creatures for future generations. It is best to follow the catch and release tradition for such extinct species. Giant eel. Fishing usually means catching fish, not discovering massive sea habitats no one knew existed. On what seemed like an ordinary day, a fisherman out at sea caught an eel, but this was no ordinary catch. The eel was enormous, stretching nearly 8 feet in length, much bigger than others, making him amazed. He would have sent it back to its natural home because it definitely didn't belong on our land. Let them live their lives on their own without disturbing them. A snapper? The ocean is home to both the most beautiful and scariest creatures, and this story highlights one of the most beautiful ones. A fisherman rod caught a stunning fish, and in case you didn't know, it was a red snapper. You know the strangest part for him? These are at the risk of overfishing. Seeing one up close is a reminder of how important it is to protect our oceans and the amazing life they hold. And hopefully, the fisherman treated it with care. Massive hammerhead.
Josh is flying the drone, and we hooked a blacktip, and all of a sudden this giant hammerhead came flying in on this blacktip.
You've heard of catching crabs, but have you ever heard of catching a predator? Well, some fishermen did, and it turned into an unforgettable experience. While fishing, they managed to capture something incredible. A shark, but not just any shark. It was a hammerhead shark. This one was massive, measuring an astonishing 14 feet and 7 inches, making it one of the largest hammerhead sharks ever seen. Realizing its value, the fishermen chose not to keep it. Instead, they admired its beauty up close and released it back into the ocean. It's always better to let them stay free.
Oh my
my gosh! Look how big he is!
Ordinary fish?
Get up my pocket. Oh, take it out of my pocket.
While fishing, a couple caught a fish, which seemed normal at first. But as they tried to pull it in, they realized it was much bigger and heavier than they had expected. And it turned out to be a giant fish. And the surprise didn't end there. They had caught a Napoleon Ross grouper, known for its large size and unique appearance. The couple was lucky to catch one because these fish are so difficult to reel in, even for experienced fishermen.
The size of his lips, though.
That's massive, right?
Squid surprise.
No joke, no joke. Dude, look at this thing.
Fishermen were excited to catch a fish, but when it was pulled out of the water, they couldn't believe their eyes. It wasn't a fish at all. It was a Humboldt squid. These squids are famous for their speed and aggressive nature, making them a challenging catch for any angler. The fishermen were fortunate to land one, as Humboldt squids are not easy to catch. Its impressive size and strength were the reason for their excitement, and it turned out to be a moment the fishermen would never forget. Would you love to have such a catch?
Red and mean. Oh my gosh.
Bull shark.
There you go. Keep him more up. There you go. Perfect.
Conquering fear is no easy task, but one fisherman managed to do just that. For years, he had been haunted by a sea creature, one that ruled the waters with unmatched power. Finally, with the help of his team, he caught it. A bull shark, known for their incredible strength and adaptability. Bringing one on board felt like a true victory for the fishermen, proving that even the most frightening challenges can be overcome with courage and teamwork. It was a moment he'd never forget. Dolphin rescue.
Meu Deus.
Fishermen are often known for catching fish, but sometimes they become rescuers too. That's exactly what happened when a small dolphin accidentally got trapped in a fishing net. The poor dolphin was scared, but the fishermen carefully picked it up and worked to free it from the net. Once it was safe, they released the dolphin back into the water. This act showed that humans don't just interact with sea creatures as predators. They can also lend a helping hand when nature calls for it, which leaves a beautiful reminder of compassion in the vast ocean. Permit fish. After seeing so many fascinating marine life, this one truly stands out. A fisherman managed to catch a fish, not your usual catch, because it was a permit fish. Known for their shiny body and unique blunt-shaped head, these fish are surely a sight to behold. Just because of their strength and incredible speed, make them a favorite among sport fishers, and catching one is always a special moment. It's no wonder they're considered a prized catch, admired for both their beauty and the challenge they bring to the fishing experience. Snake or fish? Do snakes live in the depths of the ocean? It might seem so when a fisherman reeled in his catch and found it unusual on the line, but it wasn't a snake, it was a sailfish. With its sharp teeth and scaly body, the fish looked straight out of a nightmare. Known for its intimidating appearance, despite its fearsome look, the sailfish poses no trouble to humans. Understanding this, the fishermen released it back into the ocean, respecting the being's role in its depth sea world. Parrotfish release.
We worked all day to catch this one parrotfish. This is one of the hardest fish to catch.
Every ocean discovery has its charm, but this one stood out. While fishing, some fishermen pulled in what seemed like a routine catch, until they saw it. It wasn't just any fish. It was a stunning blue parrotfish. True to its name, its vibrant colors were mesmerizing, like a masterpiece of the ocean. But such beauty belongs in the sea, not on land. Understanding this, the fishermen chose to release it, respecting the balance of nature and preserving its habitat for the ocean to hold.
Ready to go, buddy? Ready to go? Or there he goes. Perfect. There he goes.
Glowing swordfish. You've seen glowing things in your life, but have you ever seen something glow in the ocean? Well, a fisherman was fortunate enough to come across one. Seemed unreal, but it was true. A glowing swordfish. With its impressive size and fierce predatory behavior, the swordfish is one of the most fascinating creatures of the sea. Its glow only adds to its mysterious and captivating nature, making it a rare and incredible sight for anyone lucky enough to encounter it. The fishermen would have kept it for themselves instead of selling it. Huge sighting. It's said that some creepy creatures live in the ocean, and while many might not believe it until they see it, as a strange video recently surfaced. In it, a scuba diver was exploring the deep sea when two giants with long necks passed right behind him. They were far bigger than any known sea creatures. The diver didn't even notice. And that's not all. Another diver spotted a massive structure deep in the ocean. Hold on a second. A different diver was swimming when a giant monster appeared just beneath the water. And it does not end. There are many more. It seems there are many mysterious beings down there, hidden from our eyes, waiting to be discovered. Mermaid tail. You've probably heard of sea creatures with characteristics similar to us, but this might surprise you. A video recently surfaced showing an unidentified being just below the surface of the water. It revealed its tail. But here's the shocking part. This wasn't just any tail. It resembled the legendary mermaid tail that we've all heard about. While it didn't fully emerge, it was clear. Mermaids might actually be real, living right under the waves with us. The footage made many unsure just how much we still don't know about the unknown of the ocean. Mermaid discovery.
I'm not gonna lie, it smells.
It's not unusual for different creatures to wash up on the beach, but nothing quite like this. When beachgoers spotted something on the shore, they initially thought it was just the lifeless body of an animal. But upon closer inspection, they realized it was the tail of a creature. Not just any tail. It looked strikingly similar to the tail of a mermaid, as stories about mermaids have been told for centuries. But this time, we might have proof that they really exist. Could it be that the legends are more than just stories? Mermaid dolphins. A drone was soaring over the sea, capturing the beauty of the ocean, when it unexpectedly recorded something extraordinary. At first, the footage showed a group of dolphins swimming together. Seemed okay, but the creatures moved more like humanoids, with tails resembling those of a mermaid. As people started to notice, they began to speculate that these might actually be mermaids, based on their striking resemblance, which somehow confused the people until a photo surfaced showing what appeared to be a mermaid inside a shark. And then it was not just speculation, it was more than that. Baby whale.
Yeah.
No, we're just away. What are you guys doing? Cool. Wait, are you biologists?
Many marine animals have washed up on beaches, but this one was truly rare. In 2012, beachgoers in Malibu spotted a giant fish on the shore. At first glance, it looked like a whale, but upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a baby whale. If a baby whale was that big, it made people wonder just how massive the adult would have been. But the question was, why did it wash up? Whales can end up on beaches due to unnatural causes like injury and pollution, like plastics or oil spills, can also harm their health. The baby whale's tragic end served as a stark reminder of the need to protect ocean life.
Oh my god.
Opa fish. You've probably seen some rare sea creatures, but this one was truly special. While fishing, a fisherman pulled up a fish that was unlike any other. It was an opa fish, known as one of the rarest in the ocean. What makes it so unique is that it's warm-blooded, a characteristic almost unheard of in fish, as most are cold-blooded. The discovery of this rare fish is a reminder that the ocean still holds many things, with countless marine life waiting to be discovered. Who knows what other strange and fascinating sea inhabitants are creeping into the ocean? Would you mind being the one to find out some? Mysterious fish. While fishing in a lake, a fisherman noticed a fin break the water's surface. Then a massive tail appeared, followed by a giant body. Want to know what it was? It was said to be a monstrous fish. Just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished back into the water, disappearing from sight. Just because it didn't completely show itself, it was very hard to tell what its name. But it was much weirder. It might be a giant stingray just because of its impressive size, but its shape was different from a stingray. So it still remained a question. But surely, what started as a normal day for the fishermen turned into an unforgettable moment after witnessing such an incredible sight. Turbid fish. A video uploaded online showed locals from a seaside community discovering something extraordinarily rare. A fish, but not just a fish. Giant turbid fish. This fish, known for its flat body and unique shape, isn't seen often anymore. Due to overfishing, habitat loss, and environmental changes, the turbid's population has been steadily decreasing in many areas. Locals gathered around the massive fish, marveling at its size and rarity. Finding such a large one was a rare occurrence, reminding everyone of the importance of protecting the ocean and its delicate ecosystem. Whale rescue. In Bataan Province, Philippines, fishermen made an unexpected catch. Whales. But not just one, but two giant whales got tangled in their fishing nets. Realizing the risk, the fishermen decided to set them free. They worked together, struggling to push the massive whales back into the deep sea. Their main concern was not just the safety of the whales, but also making sure that the whales wouldn't cause any trouble to other marine life. With careful effort, they successfully released the whales, doing their part to protect both the animals and their natural habitat. Conjoined calves. In an unprecedented discovery off the coast of Mexico, fishermen found the bodies of a rare sea habitant, a whale. But the strange thing was their head. Instead of one, it had two conjoined head whale calves washed up on January 5th, weighing around half a ton and measuring 4 meters in length. The rare and unusual sight left scientists stunned. The calves were conjoined at the midsection, a phenomenon never before seen in this region. This mysterious find sparks curiosity and raises questions about marine life anomalies. It's a reminder of how little we know about the vast ocean. And perhaps there are still many like that, waiting to be uncovered. It's important for us to continue protecting the ocean and its creatures, to learn more about these rare occurrences. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. Talking about sea monsters is scary, but encountering them is even worse. This is exactly what happened to a group of fishermen. Instead of pulling in fish, they found themselves face to face with a massive predator. A sea monster breached the water with incredible force, its jaws wide open, revealing rows of sharp teeth. It was terrifying, especially knowing that we've only discovered 5% of the ocean. The fishermen were left in shock, unsure of what they had just witnessed, and whether it was something they would ever forget.